Yep, that's what I wanted. Poopy paws. Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to talk about my almost bone stock Explorer and kind of go over some of the stuff that I've learned tuning the Bosch ECU that's in this. More coming up. So first of all, I need to do a big thanks to Corbin Johnson of Johnson Tuning. I had some Ecoboost questions that I could not remember the answers to because it's been a while since I've tuned a 3.5 or any V6. I do 2.3 stuff occasionally, the 2-liter stuff with Cobb access port, but using HP tuners, as you see here, is a little bit different. So there was some stuff I didn't totally remember how it worked. He was kind enough to help me out, get me straightened out on what I was doing wrong. So HP tuners, not a software that I'm 100% fluent in. I definitely use it a fair amount. In this particular case, I've used it quite a lot on the Explorer. And it has various tabs for engine parameters, engine diag parameters, trans. I'm doing a trans tune here. You can change. Ford does everything by output shaft speed, so I have all the shift points mapped according to where peak power is. Got a few interesting tricks that you can do there. It does have drive modes because it's an Explorer, so sand is a little bit different than mud. I have a few of them set the same, but sand is its own, and then it has this bad habit of hiding things behind, so if you were to click the tab again, it'd bring it back up, but one of those tricks that I forgot. The data log software is separate. It is VCM Scanner. This is VCM Editor. Just a random map, but lots of different channels here. This particular pull, 6,000 RPM. Again, I'm learning how it works, so, and remembering, there's a few things that I don't know. Coolant temp, all the torque requests, because it's a torque management based ECU, like most Bosch derivative stuff. Has desired air mass and requested torque, throttle position, all sorts of interesting features tuning these things. Got my 2,200 pound rail pressure because, you know, direct injected. Anyway, let's switch to what we got out of it as far as power. So these were probably my two best runs. As you can see, the red line definitely has the best torque, 485 foot-pounds. Little bit of a dip here because there was some throttle control going on. It seems pretty common to have the dip in the mid-range on Ecoboosts, looking at dyno sheets. Not throwing shade, just observation that I have made. So sometimes less is more. I turned everything down, flattened it out a little bit, kept the intake air temps down as well, which translated into more power past 3,700. Of course, going from run 13 to run 24, I did learn one or two more tricks that I hadn't in the meantime. Get out to 5,500 though. Little bit difference in power. We are 310 wheel versus 346, 349 versus 310. So definitely holds better power out the top with a little less torque. I was also running into fuel rail pressure drop. Lift pump didn't want to keep up, and I could spike it. At one point I made 510 foot-pounds, but seemed a little bit less was probably in my best interest, so I started doing some mods. And the little stock intercooler, it wasn't necessarily the happiest. I was seeing 100 and I think on this one it was 103 degrees out the top. I had seen as much as 130. I was spraying the intercooler with water and made sure the fan was on it. I like to heat soak cars, but that one does it on its own just because little turbos at 15 pounds aren't very efficient. But anyway, good start for being otherwise stock. 372, 449 is where I've left it. And as far as that goes, because of how the all-wheel drive system works, the 485 was more fun, but didn't necessarily have traction for it unless it was dry, so turning it down a little bit. didn't seem to hurt anything either. So that's where we're at for now. The Explorer, or ImposterCeptor, as I called it. I'm gonna do some exhaust stuff, do an intake. Gonna get an intercooler upgrade done. Extreme Turbo Systems, longtime friends, have something that I can use and do a little bit of custom piping. And then sometime next year, we'll do bigger fuel pump, or high pressure pump, I guess. Probably a higher volume lift pump. It doesn't have any problems making 90 pounds of fuel pressure, but maybe a little bit more volume. Throw an ASNU 330 in there. See if we can't make over 400 on pump gas. Then go take it to a drag strip and see what the daily does. Hopefully I can get it down into the 12s. Kind of the goal. Anyway, that's all I have for now on that. Hope everybody's doing good. Actually, just to show you where I came from. Green line right here is what it was bone stock a couple months ago. 3 months ago almost now. I don't believe the air fuel was accurate, but as we can see, it went from 310 foot-pounds there. 447 is where I left it, but it had made as much as 476. And then 304 wheel, 371 there, 340 on the lower power, but more torque. So it's a little bit more fun on the street than it used to be. Still gets about the same mileage. Fortunately, my foot isn't as heavy as it used to be, so I'm not just burning up fuel. But anyway, hope everybody's doing good. If this is content that you want to see more of, please press the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. If you know somebody that maybe they have a Ford, maybe they want to learn a little more about HP tuners, consider sharing it with them. We'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Hope you're all doing good. Bye.